In this video, I will demonstrate the steps of creating a web page on Adobe Spark. It's increasingly important to create a digital portfolio of your work for potential employers, colleges, clients, and Spark is an easy, visually pleasing way to do just that. There's no app to download, so you can get to Spark by either going through your Creative Cloud and selecting Web, Spark, and then Launch, or since it's a web-based program, you can Google Adobe Spark. At this step, you may be prompted to log into your Adobe account, and this startup screen may look different depending on when you're watching this video. You'll see a variety of creative tools, and we're going to look at some templates for these later in the video, but let's first start by creating a web page. This site is all about you and your work, therefore your name is a good option for the title. If you're still under the age of 18, I recommend using your last initial for some privacy. And for my subtitle, I will choose photographer/designer. You'll choose whatever subtitle fits your page best. The plus sign on the bottom will allow you to add a backdrop image. The panel that pops up on the right will connect you to different locations where your images might be stored. Mine are stored in the Creative Cloud. This is the first impression your visitors will get when they visit your web page. So make sure that you choose wisely. And if you choose a portrait, the assumption will be that that is a portrait of you. So again, if you're under 18, an obscured image like this one of me might be best. Scrolling down, you now have more options, and we'll go over each one of these through the video. First, I'll start by adding another image. You'll see that it pops you back up to that same folder. You have options for adjusting or formatting this image, and then below you have the option of adding a caption that helps explain the image to your viewers. You now have two plus signs, one below and one above, where you can add more features. This time I will choose text, and if you select all of your text, you'll have additional options to format it differently. The next feature we'll take a look at, going to the bottom and clicking the plus sign, is the ability to add in a button. You'll give text to the button, and then you can paste in a website. This will link your viewer to that site. Next, we've got video. You can embed a link to YouTube, Vimeo, or Spark Video, which is a great tool for making videos, by the way. Following that, you can choose to build a grid of photos. This feature is an excellent way to show progression. So I will select 4 different images from Illustrator. These are just screenshots of my work. And each of these images has adjustment features, like you can change the order in which they appear. So if you're showing off your artistic skills, you'll want to add in a caption to point out the specific skills to your viewers that are evident in this work. The next feature we'll look at is one of my favorites. It's the GlideShow. And just for sense of ease, I'll click here and choose those 4 same images again, open, and then save them. Now, as I'm scrolling through here, this view, this is not what it's going to look like on your web page. So if you go all the way up to the top where it says preview, this is how your viewers are going to see your page. And now as I scroll down, you're getting the full effect of what the GlideShow is going to look like. To go back to your page, click on this X in the upper right corner. Let's, while we're here, take a look at themes. You can change the theme, and mainly it's going to change the typeface in your introduction title specifically, but it might also change some of the other features like background color. Mostly you'll see the difference within the themes based on the different text styles, and you'll choose one that you think best represents you and your page. While we're looking up at this top bar, let's go ahead and click on Share, and you're going to publish and get a shareable link. This is the only time you'll need to fill out this page. You'll choose a category that best fits your web page, and you can choose whether to publish your name as the author or not. Again, if you're under 18, I would keep that turned off, and you can also give credit. This is the screen that you will see every time you publish your page from now on, and this is where you can copy the link to your page and share it with others. Let's go back to our GlideShow, and I'll show you some more things that you can do. You can click on the image, you can edit the photo. You can also rearrange the order in which your GlideShow images show up in, or you can replace or delete any of the images. And then back over on this page, when you're scrolling down, you'll see this plus sign in the corner. You can add photos, text, a button, a video. So I'll just click and add a description for this one image. And you can add above or below some more features into this box. You can also click on this box and move it to the center or to the right side of your page. And you can do this for all the images in your GlideShow. Now, Spark does not have a dedicated crop tool, but it does allow you to change the focal point by grabbing this little circle and dragging it around. And you can get different effects using that focal point instead of crop. So let's take a look at the final feature, and that's the split layout. You can have two images side by side, or you can have an image and then text or a button or video on the opposite side. Here is a better example of where I would want to use that focal point tool. You can see that the top of their heads is getting cut off. So just dragging up that focal point, I can make sure that their heads show up in the picture. There we go, that's much better. And on the right-hand side, I will add in some text. This is Lakota and Ty, and they are waiting for their treat. Now, anytime you've made changes to your web page, you have to go back up to Share and Publish and Share Link. Here, you will update link. This is very, very important. Think of this as the file save as. There is no save feature. You just always have to update the link. Now, the link will be exactly the same, so you do not have to share that link again. Now, when you return back to your home page, you'll see your project listed below. If you hover over it, you can click and edit the project, or you can click on these three dots and bring up more options. You also have all of these creative tools, which can be used to design content for your web page. If you click on View All, it will take you to this site where you can go through a bunch of Spark templates and choose one and personalize it for your own web page. You can narrow it down by topic like graphics, web pages, and videos. You can also search, and here are some popular searches or categories. If you go backwards, back to home, and on the very bottom, click on Features, you can go up to the top where it says Learn More and choose Templates here. And I don't know why, but I like that it's listed in the left-hand side, browsing by these different categories, which would be occasions or reasons that you might want to use a different template. And I don't know, but this is my favorite way to browse through all of these templates. Going backwards to your start page and scrolling down below your projects, believe it or not, you have even more examples of templates that you can use. So Adobe Spark has set you up with lots of inspirational guides that can really personalize your page. And there are all the steps for creating, formatting, and publishing your own web page on Adobe Spark.